Good morning and welcome to Heartland Dual Sport. This morning we're going to be doing a video about PMR racks. We've actually gotten a PMR rack in, the new one. This is the older version, and I figured part of what we ought to do, since we're going to be installing the new one, is kind of go over this. I've had this on this bike since we bought it brand new, so I've had over a year's worth of use with this rack, and it's still holding up good and strong. I think it's probably one of the best bangs for the buck that a guy can get. PMR Racks also makes the side rack so that it'll keep your saddlebags off your rack. I want to show you one thing real quick. You guys know we got the Wolfman saddlebags, and I don't know if you can see how scratched up this is, and I'll have Angie kind of move the camera just a little bit. Can you zoom in on that? But look at all the scratches on this, guys. PMR Racks makes a great rack. This is kind of a review, just a pre-review before we do the actual install video on their new product. But they also make the rack that protects your plastic. When you got your saddlebags on, I was being cheap when I bought the saddlebags. I had so much money invested anyways, I thought, well, I'll skip that. But what's happened is it's going to end up costing me more money because I'm going to have to replace this. But again, PMR Racks make one of the best racks you can have. We've used this rack all over Oklahoma. We've ran through Missouri and everywhere else. And we've been in the mountains of Tennessee, North Carolina. This rack has held up and done a great job. I don't think you can find a better rack on the market for the money. But let's go ahead and we're going to do the install video. We're going to do a comparison of the old rack versus the new one, and then do an install video as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and let's get to the install. Good morning, welcome to Heartland Dual Sport. This morning we're going to be doing an install video on the new PMR rack. This is a new rack from PMR Rack. It's custom made for the DRZ 400. If you guys remember, and you've seen me riding around in a lot of videos in the past, we actually purchased the original PMR rack right after we bought our bike. And this is the original version, and I can kind of show you what they've changed up on the new rack. This is a two-piece, and it's actually welded right here in the back. It's also a little more square, a little more blocky, but I can tell you guys from using this rack for a little over a year, this is a great rack. It's well worth the money, and it's a great product. I purchased this rack. This rack here is not something that I was sponsored or comped or given or any other word that you want to use. I purchased this. I work hard, just like a lot of you guys do. I work hard for my money, and when I buy something, I want to make sure it's going to work and work right. PMR Racks have done a great job on this rack, but what they've done is they've updated the rack. They've made a newer, slicker version that's going to work just as well. We'll set that one to the side, but what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and do an install video. This is actually take 3. Did the video once already. There was absolutely no audio. The mic came unplugged. Then we redid the video completely, doing an install, and I had a problem with the focus. The camera lens got shoved over to manual, so hopefully this is, third luck's the charm. So let's get after the install video, guys, and we'll kind of show you, again, the new design, a little more sleeker. It's going to fit on the back of the bike, look a little bit better. It's not as blocky looking as the original. The directions on this comes with really nice set of directions. It shows you how to do it. This is the original toolbox, so if you guys have not had a rack on your bike yet, your bike came with a toolbox that looks just like this. And we'll go ahead and I'll zoom in here because I want to show you how the toolbox is mounted. It's mounted back here. This PMR rack is going to use the same 2 mounting holes. You don't have to drill anything out on your bike. It's going to go together real easy. But this is your toolbox, guys, and I'll kind of zoom in here on this other camera so you can see. But there's a sticky pad here, and that's where this bolts down through your subframe in the rear back here. But just pull this back, you can get to the bolts. As you can see, I I left the bolts in here, but that came with the bike originally. You could actually mount this back on the back here if you wanted to, but if I'm going to put a rack on, I want to be able to put a bag much bigger than this, so I've just pulled it off, keep it in my toolbox. But that's step number one. You want to remove that. If you've got a brand new bike and it still has it on there, go ahead and take your toolbox off. It's a real simple process. And then the next thing that you're going to need to do is take out the bolts that are holding your seat down. In the kit, you get 2 new bolts. The bolts are actually pretty awesome. They'll be taped down to the bottom of your box, so don't pull the rack out and think that you got everything you need. These bolts have a plastic spacer, and that's just to fill in the gap here where the bolt's going through. So you can see it just fits in there nicely, it fits perfectly. But that's what we're going to be using to install this, and it's going to go right here in your original seat bolts. So what I've done, since I've taken this thing apart twice already and installed it twice, I've already got these lined up, and as you can see, and I'll bring it up here a little bit closer, here's your spacer, you got a nylon washer, a metal washer, and then your locking nut. I can tell you from using the other rack for over a year now, these little nylon locking nuts, I have not put Loctite on them, and have never come loose. You guys know we've had this rack on the K-Trail, we've had it in Missouri, Tennessee, North Carolina. The thing's just not vibrating loose. These lock nuts work the way they're supposed to. I would, however, say when you get ready to put your seat bolts in, a tiny drop of Loctite might keep it from vibrating loose. I haven't had one back completely out, but they have gotten loose. You know, we run the D606, they're rough tires, they're going to vibrate a lot. The bike itself vibrates a lot, and then you throw it on some rough terrain and it's going to vibrate even more. So a dab of Loctite ain't going to hurt anything, guys. But as you can see, the way it's supposed to go on is just like the directions show. You've got a washer on this top side, you got your bolt going through, then you got your aluminum spacer, you got a nylon spacer, and then this nut and metal washer is going to go on the bottom side, and we'll show you that here in a second when we're doing the install. But let's go ahead and I'm going to take this apart real quick off camera, and then we'll come back as we're doing the install. Anyways, guys, you want to kind of grab a hold of the bolt about like that so that all your pieces are hanging in there where they're supposed to. And then when you get ready to come over here to do the install, this is going to slide right underneath your seat. Pull it up just a tiny bit so you can get that rod down in there, then it's going to sit where it's supposed to. And then drop this down where it's supposed to go. Drop that one down where it's supposed to go. And now your little pieces aren't falling all over the place. So that's the quick, easy way to do that. And then you can go ahead and line your seat back up, guys, and just kind of visually line it up through there to where it's going in, and it'll screw right in. This goes together nicely. Again, guys, if you want to, another option would be put a little bit of Loctite on there, but we got those started. And then we got our lock nut and washer. It's going to go on both sides underneath here, and I'm going to go ahead and move this camera real quick so you guys can actually see that, and I'll move this camera a little bit so you can watch me, but this is a real simple process. Alright, so you got, in case I didn't tell you, you need a number 10 and a number 4. Number 4mm Allen wrench and a number 10 wrench. These are the only two tools you're going to need for back here. This is, again, a real easy process. You're going to take your lock nut and your washer, just like that, and go ahead and get that dude started on there real good. Same thing back here. And then we've kind of got a little cheater system going here. This is an actual It's got a ratchet in it, so it makes it a lot quicker. If you guys haven't bought any of these little ratchet wrenches, it works real nice, or you can use just a regular ratchet, but I really got spoiled with these. And that's it, guys. You don't need it super tight. If I'm not mistaken, that's the next size up. So you'll need a number 5 Allen wrench to tighten up the top up here where it connects through your seat assembly. Booyah. There it is. I've got another video, guys. I want to show you how slick this looks against the other one. So we'll stop the tape real quick, and I'm going to do a side-by-side for you so you can see what the new slimline PMR rack looks like versus the old one. And again, guys, this is the new version. It's going to be a lot more rounded off, fits the contours of the DRZ 400 a little bit better than the old one. I'll kind of do a comparison here. We'll set the old one on top. You can kind of see this a little bit longer rack, maybe a hair blockier, but I'm telling you guys, for the money, you can't go wrong. The racks, the PMR racks, are really nice racks. Click the links down below, guys. We're going to have some links to PMR racks where you can get one. He makes them for a lot more bikes than just the DRZ 400. And again, guys, this has been an install video. You got the directions that come with the PMR racks, the bolts and nuts and everything you're going to need to install it. Tools to install your PMR rack. You're going to need a 4mm Allen wrench. You're going to need a 5mm Allen wrench and a number 10, either socket or wrench or whatever else. But since it's a lock nut, I've got the little ratchet type wrenches, and they work great. I also carry them on my DRZ as well when we're out, because number 10 is a pretty common size and good need. Again, the racks have held up great. I'm super pleased. If you guys are interested in this rack for your DRZ 400, if you're not a subscriber, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe now so you don't miss out. But be watching. You guys know that we do a monthly giveaway every month, and I would not be surprised to see this as the February giveaway. Again, if you guys are interested in the new PMR rack, I'm going to put the old one back on my bike because I don't want to give something old away. But I'm telling you guys, you can't go wrong for your money. Here's what I need you to do. If you're interested in winning this rack in February, go ahead and share this video with your friends. Anybody that has a DRZ 400, share the video with them. Make sure that if they're not a subscriber yet, they subscribe, because they're going to have to be a subscriber to win. Go ahead and start sharing this with the DRZ buddies on your forums. Any place you share it gets you another entry to win. Make sure and tell me where you've shared it at. Send me a link. Comment down below and share the link. I mean, I'm good with that, guys, but I want to make sure that we get the word out. PMR racks. They make racks for other bikes besides the DRZ 400, but if you guys want to win a super giveaway, be sure to subscribe and share with your buddies. Again, we appreciate your likes, comments, and subscribes. If you like our video, give us a big thumbs up. Most of all, may you have a blessed week.